Everyone, welcome back to a Little Nightmares 2 theory video. This theory video is going to be based around Six and the lady. After Little Nightmares 2 and after we saw how the Thin Man turns out to actually be Mono, a lot of people rushed to the conclusion that Six is the lady. Even since the first game came out, a lot of people did theorize that the lady and the Six had something in common, whether it was her being the daughter or her actually being the lady. But in this video, I'm gonna explain why I don't think the lady is Six. Why I don't think there's any relation between them. So let me first start with the major reason. After you beat the first Little Nightmares and you get the after credits scene where Six is on top of the mall waiting for presumably a ship, after a good amount of time, you hear a horn. You hear a horn, a ship horn in the distance, and then it fades to black. This to me shows that that boat picked up Six. I feel like it makes sense because nothing is really stopping Six from leaving. And the lady's personality compared to Six is so clashing. It's so different. I don't really understand how Six turn into this lady who's fearful of her looks and fearful of mirrors and like very, very feminine with the way she moves and how she dresses. Because if you look at Six is very. A lot of people assume Six was a boy when we first met her. So I feel like those type of traits that you develop as a child sticks with you. So I really do think Six is more of a masculine girl, more of a tomboy. And I doubt when she grew up, she became someone like the lady who was obsessed with her looks, didn't want to get old. I just don't see that happening. And I know Dark Six could play a role. Dark Six could like have combined with Six, like I said at the end of the first game, and make her develop these feelings. But I just don't see Six, this strong-headed, only care about herself girl, to turn into someone like the lady. I just don't see that happening. Am I completely saying it's impossible? No, it might as well be possible, but I just don't see any relation between the two. And it's just, I get how there's some theories about the lady is actually looking for Six, because when you play the Runaway DLC, she takes these kids and like whenever she finds a kid running around, she takes them and turns them into gnomes, right? I think the theory with that is, I think she would have done the same with Six, right? She would have just turned her into a gnome and just be like, make the gnomes work for her. I don't think there really is a reason behind this action. I think she just needs more people to work for her, because like the lady is always putting other creatures, other things to work because she doesn't want to do the work herself. And I don't really have a theory on why she doesn't want to do the work herself. Maybe in a future video I will, but for right now I don't really have a set theory on that. But I think when she grabbed Six, I don't know, I just don't think she had any like ill intent, like already like revenge in her mind. I think she was just gonna turn her into a gnome and just make her go to work like any other gnome. And when we see Six, right, Six doesn't care really for anyone else, right? She has literally set up people to die multiple times, like with Mono. I believe when she dropped Mono, she fully expected Mono to just die. And like I said in a previous video, how she uses the caged children who literally are about to get eaten. She uses the cages that they're in to like help her escape. So she has like experience with literally setting people up to die. But the lady doesn't really necessarily kills per se. Like, she could easily kill the children, but she doesn't. And I'm pretty sure she has enough gnomes, so why doesn't she just take one more kid and kill him? Or anything like that. Yes, she does like eat the fat people, you know what I'm saying, like for the power or whatever, but it just comes full circle with me. Like, nothing is keeping Six in the mall, because at the end of the game she's literally on top of the mall waiting for a ship, and right when the screen turns black, you hear a horn, a ship horn, that presumably takes her somewhere. And it's been bugging me because I don't really have an explanation for that. I just feel like she does leave the mall. Maybe she returns later and comes back for some reason that I don't know. It's bothering me, and I just had to get my 2 cents out there about this theory. So do I still believe the lady is Six? Sorta. Like, it can go either way at this point. I really cannot tell. On one hand, I believe the lady is Six because it makes sense with the time loop. It makes sense with the Thin Man being Mono. It's complementary with that. It just makes sense. But on the other hand, nothing is tying her to the mall. Nothing is tying her to stay to the mall. And especially with the ending credits scene, how she literally is waiting on top of the mall to leave, and when the screen goes to black, you hear the ship horn, which shows that she most likely ended up on that ship. So it's just one of those things that I really had to vocalize into a video. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what you think, and I would love to read the comments. Do you think the lady is Six, or do you think the lady and Six have nothing in common? So I would really like to hear y'all's theory on that. I really, really want to understand this. It's bothering me, and I'm sorry I don't have like a extreme opinion or like a set opinion on whether the lady is Six or not, but it can literally go either way. So that's why I wanted to explain what I thought about the lady and Six relationship. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. My Twitch is Tyrangi. Look me up. I'll be playing some Mario Odyssey most likely. Thank you for watching. Bye.